It says this hangout is on the air. Good morning, everybody. It is Lunch with Len. It's Thursday, October 15th, 2015. And wow, Jesus, there's only like 10 weeks till Christmas. Can you believe that? Oh my God. Have you started to do your Christmas shopping?
No.
You know, I'm continuing on down the social media blueprint course that Terry Grimal taught, Terry and Felicia. And I'm at Module 4. Module 4 is mobile, computing on the run, or I'm not quite sure what he called it. But in starting into Module 4 in the last couple of days, and I've gone through it before, but in going through it in the last couple of days, I think I uncovered a wealth of really interesting tips and information that we could all use to make our life a little bit easier, more efficient. So I actually got excited about this. Now, let me give you a little background so you know this about me. You all realize that I'm not in my 20s. We'll just leave it at that. When I grew up, we had one of the first black and white televisions on the block. It was like, okay, cell phones, what was that? My first cell phone, you had to carry it around in a suitcase. And it could, they're terrible reception. So over the years, I've resisted the idea of using my cell phone for anything other than being a telephone. And I haven't really learned how to use all the features it's got. I put out a question yesterday in one of my Facebook pages, a couple of them, asking people if they used their cell phones. And I got a lot of answers back that people were using them, trying to use them, learning to use them. And I got to tell you, after going through what I went through in the last couple of days, I'm really impressed with what my cell phone will do. And I've found some new functionality that I didn't even know about, and you may not know about either. So I'm going to show you some interesting things today. So I'm actually going to go to a screen share, go to a PowerPoint presentation, and we're going to start in PowerPoint. And once we go through the PowerPoint, then we're going to come back and we're going to go live, and I'm going to show you a couple things. But anyhow, Chris, can you see the PowerPoint? Okay.
You're good.
So first off, why your phone? And I got to tell you, I've been carrying my backpack around with my computer in for a very long time, and I've wondered to myself how people can do all this stuff on their phone and get away with it. And first off, there's some interesting things that you have to do on your phone. If you don't do it on your phone, it doesn't work. One of them is to get around the other folder, which I think we all know what it is. When you try to send a message to someone who is not already a friend of yours, you'll get a message that says that you're not connected to this person on Facebook, and therefore your message is going to go to their other folder. Well, some of us are vaguely aware of the fact that we actually have another folder. Most of us never check our other folder. I know I never do. So if you send a message to my other folder, I'm never going to get it. But it turns out, if you send the message with your cell phone, your smartphone, to that person, it doesn't go to their other folder. It goes to their folder. Now, when is this going to be useful for you? This is useful for converting your likes that come in on your fan page. And we're going to look at that in a little bit. I'll show you more about that. But have you struggled, and I know I have you struggled with converting the likes on your fan page? Because when somebody likes your fan page and you're on your computer and you go try to click on that person, you find out you're not connected with them. You're not already a friend. For the most part, they're not a friend. And you can't find them. If you go over to your regular page and try to look for them, you can't find them. And you can't, it's very hard and very time consuming to figure out a way to communicate with them. Well, guess what? Bingo. Your cell phone gives you a simple way to communicate with them effectively and efficiently. And I'll show you that in a little bit. And I'm astounded at how easy this really is, and how long I've dragged my feet in not accepting this bit of technology. Plus the fact that we're always on the run. Do you want to be carrying around a 10-pound computer with you or a 10-ounce cell phone? You've always got your phone. And by learning how to do this stuff on your phone, it gives you the ability to take advantage of your spare moments. You know, we've already talked about what your other folder is. So when you message someone that is not your friend or has no friends in common, it goes to this thing called their other folder. And once again, very few of us even know what our other folder is, let alone where to find it or ever go look at it. So spare moments. You know, you're at the doctor's office, you're at the dentist, you're on breaks, you're at work, you're at an airport, you're waiting for an airplane, waiting for lunch, waiting in line, you're at hair appointments, and on and on and on. We do have lots of time during the day. Now, I'm not going to actually recommend doing this, but imagine every time you pulled up to a red light and stopped that you could send a message to somebody on your cell phone and just connect with them. Imagine you could do this stuff in your spare time and didn't have to spend an hour or two in the evening because you didn't have time to do it during the day. Wow, what a concept! And I think you can do it. I'm going to take you down a tangent for a moment. I haven't thought about this in a long time. Uh, I'll ask you a question, Chris. You don't drive very often, do you?
Not a whole lot, but when I go, it's like 50 miles.
When you go driving, how many red lights do you stop at?
Uh, Probably 4 or 5.
Okay. And the average length of time per red light is maybe a minute, minute and a half?
Yeah, about. Unless it's got a left-hand turn lane, that's probably closer to 2.
2 minutes. Now, you don't do that every day.
No, only maybe once a month.
Oh, okay. Well, you're unique. A lot of people drive every day. So let
That's true.
me let me take the numbers up a little bit. The people that drive every day and maybe stop at 5 red lights a day and spend an average of maybe a minute, minute and a half at a red light. Let's make it a minute. Let's make it short. 5 minutes a day at red lights. 365 days a year. Multiply those two numbers together. 5 times 365. I'm doing this in my head, by the way. That's 15, 16. That's 1,700 minutes roughly. 1,700 minutes a year. Divide by 60 minutes in an hour. 60 into 1,700 is about 30. 30. Did you hear that? 30. You spend 30 hours a year sitting at red lights. Does that blow your mind? Now imagine if you could take advantage of that time. So again, these slides now are pretty much copied from Terry's presentation. I'm also ad-libbing a little bit of myself. He didn't do the red light thing, but when I used to commute to work, I did the arithmetic one time, but how many hours of my life I spent at red lights, and it is absolutely staggering. So places to use your mobile phone. All the likes on your fan or community pages, they're probably not already your friends, so you can connect with them directly using your mobile phone. Now look, I don't know why Facebook lets us do this. I just know that they do. And the same as reaching out to new people in groups and other leaders and etc. And again, just when you're out and about, you're sitting at a red light, you're sitting in a doctor's office, you're waiting for an airplane, you're at an airport, and rather than dragging the 10-pound gorilla out of your day pack, which is what I do, my computer weighs 7 pounds. It's, I mean, I love my computer, don't get me wrong, and one of the reasons I've resisted using my cell phone is that teeny tiny little itsy bitsy keypad. But I'm learning that if I turn my phone on its side and expand the keypad and I just go a little bit slow, maybe dislocating my hip is teaching me slow, and etc. I can actually get pretty good at this. Plus, there's this thing called Talk to Your Phone, and it works very well. I'll show you that in a minute. So when you're out and about with your cell phone, take a picture when you're doing things. Write posts when you're on a lunch break, shoot short videos, and post them to Facebook. And if you don't know how to do any of this stuff with your cell phone, like taking a picture and putting it up on your timeline, it's really quite easy to do. I'm not going to teach you how to do this stuff today. I am going to show you a couple of other things that I found to be truly amazing and interesting. But it's really quite easy to generate a post on the fly. So you're sitting at a red light and you see something interesting going on and you snap a picture and talk to your phone for a few seconds, and pretty soon you've got a post up. And it's what you're doing with your life. It's the kinds of things that people are interested in. And this is Terry's guarantee. If you prospect on the go in your spare minutes and teach your team to do the same, you'll have more leads than ever before. And I actually believe him based on what I've learned in the last couple of days. So now I'm going to take you into a couple of new apps. One is the Pages app. You've got to use the Pages app in order to work with your fan pages. And once again, the primary intent here is to smooth the responding to people who like your fan page. And you also have to have the Messenger app downloaded. So you can click on your fan page, click on new likes, and message them using the perfect message that he discussed in Module 4. Similarly, with the Facebook groups or with leaders, go to your phone, log into your Facebook app, and type in a group, and pick a group that your perfect prospect would be in, pick a leader, and find strings of comments and send messages. And once again, because we're using our cell phone, these messages will not go to their other folder. It will go directly to them and they will see the message. Voila, how easy can that be? So focus on sending one message every time you stop, whether you're standing in line or waiting for something. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not going to start sending messages while I'm standing in line at the supermarket, but the reality is we all have a lot more time than we think we have to put in these little snippets of time, especially if we can learn to do them efficiently in 1 or 2 minutes. Now, here is a copy of his perfect message checklist. So the perfect message template. First off, and again, if you want, if you like, I can publish this in the group, but are you asking questions on every message? Remember to ask them a question. Even if it's simple as, how's it going? How's your day? What are you doing? What do you do? What do you like? Asking them about themselves. Remember that we always want to keep the focus on the other person. Get them to like you. Get them to be a friend. Do you know what they want? Where's their pain? They got kids in college. Their house is falling apart. The car is dilapidated. They love their job, but they haven't seen their wife since 1984. Where's the pain in their life? What are they passionate about? And then are they open? Based on what you've told me, would you be willing to, interested in, taking a look at? I have something that you might be interested in taking a look at. Are you open to taking a look and get a phone number? Now, I know all that's hard to do in 1 minute stops at a red light, but not every element has to be in every message. But that's sort of the message sequence, the elements that you're looking to get from them. So let me end that slideshow. And I am now going to open up, if I can find it. What are you seeing right now, Chris?
I'm seeing your
You're seeing my what?
desktop.
Okay. So you are still seeing it.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong thing. Where'd the video go?
Are you going to put these in the group?
Pardon me?
Are you going to put these slides in the group?
I can. Okay. Now, I promised you we were going to go live, but I lied to you. And the reason I lied to you is because I actually can't go live. Do you see what would be the picture of my phone up on the screen?
Yes.
Is that a yes?
That was a yes.
Is that a dog barking?
Yes, Buttons is having a fit.
So the reason I couldn't understand the yes is he's barking right at the same time you're saying the answer. Okay, this Buttons, be quiet. You are seeing the face of my cell phone. Now, I don't know how to do this, and I don't think there is a way to do it live. It has to be pre-recorded. There is an app called Record, and you can record the screen of your cell phone. So that's what I've actually done. I'm going to show you the screen of my cell phone as we go through some of these functions. Now, interesting thing enough, Record is not yet sophisticated enough to do audio. It only does video. So we have a picture of my cell phone, but we have no audio. So I have to talk you through the picture or the little video here. But it is an app called Recorder, Facebook fan page. Where do you find it? You find it in your app store. So if you are on a Android device like I am, this is a Samsung S4 or whatever it is, then you go to your Play Store and you find and you search for apps and you type in Recorder and you find this app and you download it. Now, there's a lot of write-up on YouTube videos and write-up about roots, setting roots and doing different things. I didn't have to do any of that stuff. It simply worked out of the box. So it's possible that somebody on a certain type of phone could have some complication that I didn't have. I don't know. If you do, let me know. We'll work on it. So all it does is it comes up with a default menu of the bit rate, the duration, etc. And I typed in a file name and I called it fan page, and I simply told it to record. So it's now recording the screen of my cell phone. So this is what I was doing yesterday. So there's the screen of the phone. Now I stop it. Now we have this application called Page Manager or Pages Manager. Now the same thing is true. You go to your Play Store and you find the app called Pages Manager, and notice it's the one with the little yellow flag, and you download it. And you wait for a fairly substantial amount of time while your phone downloads this app. It takes it a while. Plan on having a cup of coffee while it goes through its thing. But once it's done downloading the app works really fine. So again, I'm not going to demonstrate how to download one of these apps. If anyone struggles with that, really doesn't know how to do it, that it's okay, and don't feel bad, because believe me, I didn't know how to do it a few weeks ago. I mean, this is all relatively recent stuff that I'm learning how to do. Now I've decided just to bite the bullet and figure out how to use my cell phone more efficiently, so I don't have to carry my 10-pound gorilla around on my back. So now we're going to double click or click Pages Manager, and I'm starting the screen to play again. So again, we're using this recording software. Now there's a little nuance in here where I either bumped, hit, tapped, or something. I'm not sure what. There's my page, but then you're going to see it jump over to upload a photo into my photo file. I don't know what I did there, but I got back to my page. So here we're back to the page. So I'm up on my fan page. Now again, different phones are a little different. On my phone, it's these three dots up there. Do you see my cursor circling the three dots, or can you just see the page of the phone itself?
I can see the cursor.
Good. Okay. So those three dots, click on the three dots. And now again, I'm starting play again. And what happens then is you get a new menu pop up. And one of the things in that new menu is likes. Now, I'm going to repeat this. Different cell phones have different strategies for how to find your likes. Your phone may not work the same as mine, but I promise you it's there. You just have to find it, okay? Once you've found your likes, you can click on them. And voila, lo and behold, there is a list of all of the recent fan page likes that I've had. In fact, interestingly enough, for those of you who have been following these presentations, you may remember that Pamela is a girl down in Buenos Aires, Argentina, that we actually sent a message to about a week ago. And she popped up here liking my fan page. She's become a friend of Bob's, and she's just an interesting person. But here we go. All I have to do is pick on any one of the likes. And the one I'm going to pick on, the one I picked on for this little video today, was I picked on Mary Martin. So again, continuing the recording, I click on Mary Martin. She'll be here in a second. And there I can view her profile, which I did, and see if I learned a little bit about her. And I want to view this person's timeline on whatever it said. Yes, I do. Okay, now just stop. Okay, she's actually already sent me a friend request, so it's not absolutely essential that I use my cell phone to do this with her. I could have done it on my desktop. And look, we're not going to carry our 7-pound gorilla around with us anymore, so we're going to do this on our cell phone. She's got a couple of mutual friends. I can look up more about her, and then I can go send her a message. So here we go into the message. Now, what's really cool here, and look, what's really cool, where do we get there? And I stumbled over a couple things here. So if I go back and redid this, it would get a little bit smoother. I'm not sure what it's doing right now. But let me wait till we get to the message. I guess I confirmed the friend request. Okay, so there we are, write a message. And so now I can just start typing my message into her. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't do well typing on this teeny tiny little eensy beatsy yellow polka dot bikini keypad. However, we have a microphone. And all we got to do is click on the microphone and start talking to our phone. And if we do that, now I'm going to show you, I started to type, I made a mistake, or maybe it misheard something I said. I don't know what happened. It got a wrong word in here. So there's the microphone lit up. I got a wrong word in. You'll see this in a second. I think I didn't wait long enough till I started talking. So sometimes you got to be patient. Maybe that's what God is trying to teach me, patience. He's really struggling with that, but he's okay. So you're going to see it comes up with thank you for the printer. And what I meant to say was thank you for the like or the friend request. So I went ahead and I got back to the visual editor thingamabobber. You'll see that in a second. So I could edit this thing and just get the word printer out of there. And you'll see that I'm not really I'm a little bit cumbersome at this right now. But I think you get the idea. Okay, we're going to go back to the recorder now, and I'm going to start talking to the phone again. So here we are talking again. Thank you for the friend request. I just replied. It's a pleasure to meet you. By the way, what do you do? Now let me stop this. Okay, so I think you get the idea. I believe with just a teeny tiny little bit of practice, and I know I have several friends that I know do this all the time, so I'm quite certain it really is just a teeny tiny little bit of practice of learning how to use this microphone app, which I'm not really quite good at yet. I stumbled around a little bit on this video I made yesterday. But the reason I left the video up with its little idiosyncrasies and mistakes is a couple-fold. One is to just show you that if you make a mistake, you can recover from it. You go back, you can edit it, you can fix it, and then you can start talking again. Two is the audio or audio editor, the microphone application actually works, and it actually works quite well if you speak slowly and clearly. So anyhow, continuing right on, I just went ahead and pushed the send button, sent that message to her. And in a second, we'll be all done. So, all right. So there we are. We're all done. And there's the message sent to her. I'm going to stop that, close it. Just as a final, you should see me opening Facebook right now. Going over to my fan page for just a second. Since I'm a Doubting Thomas, just final confirmation all this worked. There she is, Mary Martin. You can see, here's the message that I dictated on my cell phone and sent to her. And I promise you, I really did do this one on my cell phone. Then she went ahead and answered me back with a nice long message. She's a friend of Bob's and Arena's, I answered her back and sent her a little thing. The rest of this I did on my laptop. But here's the point. Let me come off the screen share. I assume you can still see all that. I'm going to stop the screen share. And I assume you can see me back now. Are you still there? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are you eating tacos? Are you
And
eating tacos?
No, I just put them.
Okay. Okay, my friends. So here's the point. If you've been a little reluctant like me and dragged your feet and not quite gotten into how to use your cell phone or your smartphone or your tablet or your iPad or whatever, your device, and this all works on iPads and iPhones too. It's just slightly different. You go to a different store, you get a different app, but all the principles are still the same. If you've dragged your feet like I have, just jump in with both feet and do it. It's like learning how to swim. You can't swim if you don't jump in the swimming pool. And the reality is, your phone actually works very, very well, and you can use it when you're on the go, out and about, on the town, standing in line, sitting at red lights, waiting for your car to get washed and serviced or its oil changed, and you can just shoot off messages. And more importantly, you can communicate to those people who are coming in through your fan page who are not yet friends, and you can ask them if it'd be all right to send them a friend request and where should you send it to. And you can do that pretty efficiently by using the microphone app. So we looked at a couple of new apps today. We looked at recording the screen of our cell phone. One of the reasons I went through and did that with you is twofold. One is to show you what I was doing, and two is to give you the background so that if you want to do a little training with anybody about how to use your cell phone, you now know how to do it. You know how to record the screen. And are you going to stumble and make mistakes the first time? Yeah, well, the bears pee in the woods, that's the way that works. But nevertheless, there's a powerful set of capabilities sitting there that I think that we could probably all use to make our time more efficient and use our cell phone more effectively. That's all I have for today. That's the lesson for today. I hope you got value from it. What do you think, Chris?
I think it was very good training, and I'm going to compromise and get a tablet.
I've wanted to do that for some time too, but and I probably will at some point.
Oh, I went into Staples the other day when I took the granddaughter to the movie, and they've got that HP that's a 2-in-1. Well, apparently Windows 10 is making apps for everything. Instagram is not one of them yet. Because I thought the 2-in-1 would be good. I need a new laptop anyway. And yet it has the function also of a tablet. But again, it's still run on Windows 10 and the apps are not there yet for what I want it for.
Okay.
So I either hold off for a little bit or just go ahead and get a tablet and then get a laptop later.
Well, I'm probably going to get it. I'm going to probably get a tablet someday. And when I know someday's not on the calendar, but the only real significant difference is just the ability to type on the size of the physical keypad. And I learned yesterday, once again, I just have to bite the bullet and practice a little bit. I got to force myself to type on the phone. And cool. Well, that's all there is. That's all I've got for you today, folks. Thank you for attending. I hope you got value. If you want me to put the slides and that perfect message checklist up in the group, I will do that.
Yeah. Do you see this? Can you see this?
Yes.
As a stylist.
Yeah.
I have one in my purse. I have one in my car, and I have one here at the desk. If I'm forced to type on my phone, I use a stylist.
Okay. Well, whatever works. Whatever works. The beauty of it is that using these techniques gives you some functionality that you don't already have. You simply can't do some of the stuff on your laptop. Doesn't work.
That's true. That's true.
So we lose a lot of efficiency in dealing with the likes on our fan page. Alrighty then. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for attending. It's the top of the hour and a couple. We'll hang it up. We'll be back with you Tuesday. And We're going to continue right on Don Terry's course. We got some more interesting material to cover. So,
all right.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.